welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Has this at the 6. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw again, it's Burrow. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Brown. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Brown goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. Burrow setting the throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Ooh, tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a...
Nix is hit. He lost that football. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Nix. They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But the Broncos will get it back. Ends up play to recover that one. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Burrow back to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. On 1st down, it's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. It's a short pick up to the 20. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Nix now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 15.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Burrow now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide, wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Finds Chase on the slant. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. Big game downfield. And he will get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Well, on 1st down with Dobbins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Burrow on first down. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Brown on the inside give. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Bengals with only a yard to go here on third down. Throwing is Burrow. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Bengal first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. One play action here. Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second and 3. Pass is caught at the 9. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. To throw again, it's Burrow. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Jump off caught by his back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll throw again. Nix. Pass on the move here. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 29. That's another
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 13. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the coverage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Burrow now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit. That brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 13, Broncos 9.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Throwing on first down, Nix. Looking for a target. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Nix from the gun. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down, Burrow to throw. Finds him over the middle. This one gets to the 22. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start, offense.
All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. One stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. Well, it's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Next, quick out line, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, it turns into a nice game.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Here we go with Dobbins. First down and more past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as defense all over this one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Finds Sutton over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Nix. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now Nix. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Throwing again. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to Brown. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Burrow. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Nix with it on first. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Nix to throw. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On now comes their punter. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. Nix now on 1st and 10. Mims with the grab. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quick on the drop here to Dobbins. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they get this down to the 7-yard of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 7-yard
I'm not sure how
line.
this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Escapes the sack. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for two.
The Broncos will line up for the
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Third down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Burrow from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead, it's Brown. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 47. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Burrow now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tight end motioning right. On the ground, Brown. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. So here comes the Bronco offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On 1st down, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 17. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
2 yards.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos leading by 5. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Next to throw again. Steps up and he's running with it. And he's taken down with some quality yardage on that play. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. So what, boys? Here we go.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Slant route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here he is to throw. He's running for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an offense, often leads to points with a big, explosive play like this, and it could be a morale killer for his defense.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Bengals.
To the air again, it's Burrow. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. That was to push this to a field goal game, Brock, but still, they have the lead with very little time left on the clock.
And now, Kate, you just need to prevent some type of Music City miracle play on this kickoff. Squib it, boot it, put it through the uprights on the other, and whatever it takes, just don't give them life. Don't set them up for any type of miracle.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
One final shot here. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And there'll be no game-winning touchdown in this one. That tackle ends this ball game. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.